shortly here, I'm going to be meeting up with some other car YouTuber people and doing a drive on Angeles Crest Highway, which I haven't done before actually. I've only done like the stuff over in Agora Hills, Mulholland Highway, between like 101 and Malibu kind of area, if you're familiar at all with what I'm talking about. But not Angeles Crest, so this should be interesting. Also first, is that despite the car content I've done here, I've never really done much with the actual car-specific YouTube crowd, so should be fun. We'll get going in just a moment, but first, we know how much you like boxes. So, we have another box to unbox. I will say I'm excited for this one. It's vehicle related, and I get to have you involved. You get to help me make a decision, because it's gonna be a tough one. Let's open it up. I'll be honest with you, I definitely would have cut toward myself in normal situations, but since this is on film, I'm trying to exhibit best practices. Okay. All right, here we go. It doesn't look like much for now, but wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. Custom floor mats for the GT. And they've even got Miami Blue. Well, there are two sets, so you have to let me know which you prefer. Now, I want to say big shout out to Andrew. His company is called Exoticare. I'm gonna link his info in the description if you're interested in checking it out. But he hooked it up with these. Really kind of him, and not just one, but two different sets. So these are the, like, primarily Miami Blue. They match the exterior of the car. And then we've got the Alcantara mats, which just have that little Miami Blue accent. This is driver's side. The black one's Miami Blue, passenger side. So it's a decision that we've got to make here, folks. Here's the only thing. I love the Miami Blue. The problem is I see them getting really, really dirty because this is for your feet, right? So your feet are gonna be all over these things. And it's like, I don't know, are they gonna be, I mean, I'm sure that they clean fairly easily, but I bet you in just like a couple trips, that blue is gonna have like black marks and dirt all over it. So that's my only concern there, and obviously that's not gonna show up as much on the black Alcantara ones. But man, he did tell me, he's like, dude, I think you're really gonna like the blue when you see it in person, because over the images I was like, it's a little overwhelming. It matches better in person than it does on camera, because again, it's like, it's really hard to capture this color. I'm looking at my camera right now, and it just, the color that shows up on the screen looks nothing like the color that I'm actually seeing in person. It's kind of weird, and I feel like the matte is a more accurate representation, but it does match. I have to mess with the pedals and stuff to actually place the matte in, but it's kind of a cool accent. I don't have time because I need to head out in a couple minutes, but this gives you a moment to leave a comment. Let me know which one of these you think I should put in first. I can obviously switch back and forth, but I would appreciate your input. Thanks to Andrew. Super awesome of you for hooking it up. Really appreciate it. And again, his info in the description. Now, in a cruel, like Murphy's Law kind of twist, it rained for a couple hours this morning. It's the first time it's rained in about a month. And of course, it's right before we're about to be going on a drive. So we pushed it back by about an hour. It's clear now, hoping that the water has evaporated. I'm just a little worried if it snowed at the higher elevations, because Angeles Crest Highway gets pretty up there. But it's looking like it's drying up. So I'm hoping we'll be fine. But of course, it's like that would happen. And then one of the other people who's supposed to come on the drive, I guess their car just broke down. So I'm hoping this isn't a bunch of like bad omens, and I should know to abandon now. But we're going anyway because I need to do this drive, because I have my 600-mile service scheduled for tomorrow for the GT, so that we're done with break-in period. So I'm going to be short shifting the entire time today, but come tomorrow, we'll be out of break-in. We're also going to be doing something else tomorrow. I don't think the video will be up tomorrow. It'll just be happening tomorrow chronologically in my life. But we got another thing planned as well. Stay tuned. That'll be another video. So we've arrived. I guess it's, we'll be starting off with the GT and
Lamborghini
your Huracan.
Huracan.
This is Parker, Paul, their links in the description and all that good stuff. And yeah, first time on Angeles Crest, because I usually do like Malibu Canyon area, as I was saying a little bit earlier. You have a little bit more boot capacity, so I feel like you're gonna be the cargo car on this.
I'm down. The support vehicle is an 800 brake horsepower Huracan.
I know. God, you got so much more power than me.
Yeah,
what's your 0 to 60?
Like 2.3.
Jesus Christ.
I'd trade though. You down?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I was waiting on this for 3 years. It has some sentimental value as well as just the you know, the fact that it's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna have to short shift the whole day because we're still in break-in. One more day to go. I'll be out of it after this, and I get the oil change tomorrow. And so we have that to look forward to. This is both a practical and fun drive simultaneously. Gentlemen, shall we hit the road? What is this? What's that?
I registered my Mercedes because you can only do 4 doors as an Uber, and then I picked people up in this thing.
I've thought about doing that. So you register another car, and then you show up in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a fun video though.
Yeah.
All right, more motivation to do it. All right, so here we are, following the Huracan. I'm gonna be a lot quicker than me because he probably has a lot of miles, and I am still gonna keep it under 5,000. So as tempting as it would be to just go balls out, oh well, you know, tomorrow we'll be free to go. So maybe I'll do another drive then, I don't know, we'll see. I like the watch for ice. That's always real encouraging. I don't think many gas pumps like the fuel filler system on this thing, and so they'll read as it being full, like long before it's actually full. So it says 145-mile range right now, and that is gonna go down really, really quickly, especially with the kind of driving I'm sure we're gonna be doing. The sounds from that thing are just mental. When he started it up just a short while back in the gas station, oh my God, that thing is such a wild sound. He has it supercharged, so that's why it's putting out 800 horsepower. So I assume that's a pretty involved modification to do on one of those, adding in the supercharger. But then again, I've never done any internal engine modifications to my cars, so I don't know. I don't want to void the warranty on this one. Also, probably better to just keep it stock anyway, if we're being honest. I think for the Ford GT, there's actually only one modification the company has done so far to exhaust. Oh God, I heard the sound. I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's his car. It's his exhaust. Oh, here he goes. Here comes the fun. So I've been on Angeles Crest before. I've driven on it to just get to Mount High, which is the snowboarding place, the closest one you can get to from LA area. But it was in like a rented Hyundai, and I think Tom was driving. So yeah, not really the same sort of thing. This eventually leads to Mountain High, and then it passes on. I think it ends around at the 15 freeway, right after Cajon Pass, which is on the way to Las Vegas. I think it's like a 60-mile, just windy stretch up into the hills. In the winter, it gets nice and snowy here, which is again why I was a little bit worried about the rain, because I was hoping that it would not be snow. Probably not going to go all the way up that high. A few other canyon roads you can do in this area, so maybe we'll switch over to them. And then we'll just have to fill up with gas a lot. When I hit half a tank, which will probably happen in the not too distant future, honestly, probably will, I'll be like, all right guys, gotta go back. Even though I don't know if there's any cell reception and we don't have walkie-talkies. So we'll see how that goes. God, I keep hearing these noises and I'm like, am I running over rocks? Nope, just his exhaust pops. Jesus Christ, man. I will say you don't get that in this car. All right, elevation 3,000 feet. I think we started around 2,000, so it's a hell of a climb. Again, just always trying to pay attention to the revs, not go beyond the 5K. I think I did a good job, and I was able to hold up, keep up pretty well. I like that they're both so colorful.
Yeah, that's the best part for sure. My car's hideous in comparison, but at least it's green.
I don't know about that. I don't think anyone would say that this looks hideous by any means.
Here, around the front.
All right, well, while he's doing his thing, I can get a closer look on his. So you got the spoiler here, this massive diffuser, the side skirts and stuff, all not stock, the massive splitter. Have you managed to not scrape?
I scrape a decent amount, but it turns out it's the plastic underneath and not the,
Oh, okay.
the carbon fiber bit. So
That's good.
that's a plus.
I've so far not scraped. The lift on that thing, it's the greatest feature on the entire car. When you put that up, it's like the same clearance as my C63.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's amazing. Mother of God. Yeah, it's I'm still in break-in.
He put a custom exhaust on a supercharger.
I'm still in break-in, so it's, you know, I just don't want to rev. Yeah, it's cool. Yep. I guess let's go, we're just gonna work our way down the same way that we came, and probably run into a couple other cars in 2 seconds that were the first to pass in forever.
So this has 5 different driving modes?
Yeah, it goes from one end of the spectrum is the VMAX mode, so it drops the suspension like in all the gifts that you see.
Yeah.
All right, hey, we're back where we started. That was fun.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. So, yeah, was it enjoyable, both of you? being
Incredibly
passenger?
enjoyable.
Yeah, first experience, like, I just couldn't believe how flat that road through the corners.
That's the thing, is
Yeah.
it's just like, you feel like you're in some kind of hovercraft that just doesn't
Yeah.
turn. It was great. Yeah, that was my first time on that road as well. So
You enjoyed
definitely
it?
one to return to.
Absolutely.
For
Honestly,
sure.
I think you can drive at least 4 hours in one direction, and there's a couple of tunnels on the way up, so it just gets better and better.
Yeah, I think it goes for about 60 miles total.
60 miles.
yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And then you end up at the 15 freeway. Oh, I drove it once, but it wasn't the entire way. We entered on it like halfway. It was to go to Mountain High. It was in a rented Hyundai.
There you go.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so that was the
Drive
far-
that just as fast.
Yeah, that was the fastest you've ever driven it.
We were going way faster than Hyundai. Like, way faster. This thing though is just like the sound is mental.
It sounds pretty cool.
It's unreal.
Great sounding.
It
It
good
really
sounding
is,
cars.
yeah. I didn't even want to do any like revs on this because I'm like, yeah, it's just no.
There was a moment when I
Nah.
was following you, and one of the downshifts like, had a pop in this, and I was like, ooh, that was
No,
good.
no, you can
And-
tell
and-
it's got some beautiful
Did you have
exhaust
some
tone.
wing
Yeah, yeah,
activation? Okay. Because Parker was saying you didn't see any of that.
No, there was at least 3 corners where the wing action
Okay.
was going.
Oh,
All right,
really?
nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it was
awesome.
I thought I caught some movement in the rear view, but I like, wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
To zoom in on my GoPro. Like,
It's like 3 pixels.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. It was a blast.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna arrive to Galpin tomorrow with like exactly 600 miles on the odometer. They're gonna be like, how did you even manage to do that? I need to check Google Maps and see exactly how far Galpin is from my house, but I think I'm gonna be like pretty darn close, which is kind of funny. So yeah, right on the money with that one. So hey, anyway, you did good. That was a serious bit of canyon running, even though I was short shifting, obviously. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I definitely need to head back there more often because, well, maybe we'll get like the group that I go driving with, Sonia, Ian from Smosh. Maybe we'll do a trip over there at some point as well. So anyway, good job. And tomorrow, oh dude, I'm so excited for tomorrow because I'll be able to, after that, not have to worry about going over 5,000. I'll be able to use the shift lights on the wheel. Woo, it's gonna be so nice. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That was fun. I really hope you enjoyed, and we'll wind it down there. See you next time.